Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Wednesday edition of the Morning Motivator. I decided to start on time today. I'm going to encourage our guests to be on time. I think it's a good thing. It's one of those things that's part of just life, just deciding to be on time for things. Hey, Claudia, great to see you. Awesome to see everyone here today. Barbara, the two Claudias who actually know each other. How cool is that? Dawn, Francis, Lynn, Maggie. I know Carl will be here shortly. He's out inviting. Watch this. You all are late. See what happens when I start late? They come late. So no more starting late. I'm going to start right on time at 8 o'clock. Great to see everybody here today. Claudia, I think you've been here once or twice before. If not, I just do a quick overview of what we do here at Morning Motivator. The first half hour, we're reading from several books. Right now, we are reading this book, Ask and It Is Given, Learning to Manifest Your Desires, by Esther and Jerry Hicks. These are the teachings of Abraham. More importantly, this is all about the law of attraction. This is all about understanding that your thoughts create things, that you manifest what's happening in your life, and that the secret to a good life is learning how to be happy. Does everyone agree with that? I mean, if we boil it all down to a very simple statement, if you all want to know your purpose in life, is to experience pure positive joy, to be happy. It's the only reason you came here, is to experience joy, to find things that feel good, to feel good about everything around you, to be amazed by everything. And I mean everything. That's the challenge. This week we are getting into Ask and It Is Given. This is our third read through the book, and we are currently on chapter 20. Trying to hinder another's freedom always costs you your freedom. And we are on page 103, about halfway through. We may or may not finish this chapter today. I'm going to see if we can be good about this. However, this is an important chapter. It's really been touching on the truth. Would you guys agree that this chapter has been laying things out for us in a way that it's pretty hard not to understand it? And understanding it isn't everything, is it? I mean, that's why we're all here, because we get this. At some level in our thinking, we understand that we're creating what's happening in our reality. We get that. We get that what we're thinking about, what we're focused on, whether we're doing it deliberately or by default, we are creating that. Nobody else. It's nobody else creating our experience. We all agree on that? Yes? Anybody out there? Or did I put you all to sleep already? It is Wednesday. I love this paragraph on page 102 right at the top. Remember, your emotions are telling you everything. And I don't even think I need to read any more. Your emotions are telling you everything. Your emotions tell you whether you're doing this right, whether you're moving in the right direction or not. How do you feel? Do you feel like crap? Do you have pain in your body, or the things happening to you? Then you're not experiencing joy. Hard to wrap our heads around that. Hard to feel good sometimes when you don't feel good. And how come you don't feel good? Well, because you haven't been feeling good. It's a vicious circle. Behind every desire is the desire to feel good. I have this paragraph highlighted as well. There's no desire that anyone holds for any other reason than that they believe they will feel better in the achievement of it. So you get a desire. I want something. I want that. I want this experience. I want that. And you want it because you think that you're going to feel good in the having of it. Yes? Whether it's a material object, a physical state of being, a relationship, a condition, or a circumstance, at the heart of every desire is the desire to feel good. We're not out there looking for things to make us feel crappy. some of us focus on things that make us feel crappy, but it doesn't mean you're deliberately looking for things that feel crappy. It's just a habit. How many of you will be honest that sometimes you have the habit of finding things that are crappy? Does it mean that if you're in a pure positive state of joy, you never have crappy things happen? No. What it means is that when crappy things happen, you don't see it as crappy. That's the difference. Barbara says, my older sister told me that even though she seems happy, her mind is always sad. Is there something I can tell her? Yes. Tell her to change her mind. That if she seems happy, that it's okay to feel happy. That it's okay to change her thoughts. If she knows that her thoughts are not happy, her thoughts are sad, then she should start thinking about things that aren't sad. Ask her to go around every room in her house and make sure there's something. This is an exercise I love to have people do, okay? And it's one you can all do. Go around every room of your house and make sure there is something in that room that makes you smile, something that makes you feel good. Does that make sense? Every room of your house, even your bathrooms, your closets, and if you have to, just stick up a sticker. Get a little sticky note. I have tons of them here. All right, get a little sticky note like this, and you can write. I don't think I have a marker here handy. No, so I'll just have to do it in a pen. Okay, and I'm just going to put. Right, I can have sticky notes in my bedroom, in my office that just say, be happy. I can just stick it on the wall, and it'll say, be happy. Here, stick it right there. You'll see it on the camera, be happy. I can have one that says, simply, smile. Come on, everybody, smile. Smile. Now, I got one that's going to make you all laugh. Are you ready? You're going to love this one. It's going to take me a minute. There we go. All right. Now, if this one doesn't make you smile, nothing will. Janet says I need to smile. All right. So there you go. Just make yourself a sticker that says Janet says I need to smile. Put it all over your house. Tell your sister to put one up that says Barbara says I need to think happy thoughts. Okay, there's another one. Think a happy thought. Here you go, there you go. There's a sticker. Think a happy thought. There you go. You're smiling, Barbara. You know, you can put some happy buttons in. You can install happy buttons. I should really keep that. I've got it up on my dream board, my happy button art from Trinity, but I really should keep it here to show you guys about the happy buttons. Let's continue reading. We're on page 103. In your appreciation, you offer no resistance. Resistance is futile. Anybody know where that's from? Resistance is futile. Anybody? Curious to see if there's anyone who knows where that came from. Resistance is futile. Remember, you are an extension of source energy. And when you are allowing your full connection to your source, you feel good. And to the degree that you disallow your connection, you feel less good. You're pure positive energy. You are love. You expect good things. You respect and love yourself. You respect and love others. And you are a natural born appreciator. Appreciation and self-love are the most important aspects you could ever nurture. Appreciation of others and the appreciation of yourself are the closest vibrational matches to source energy of anything we've ever witnessed anywhere in this universe. Appreciation of others and the appreciation of yourself are the closest vibrational matches to source energy of anything we've ever witnessed anywhere in this universe. I appreciate each and one of you. when you come to our calls, when you're here, when you're buying into all this, I guess I want to say, I mean, I buy into it. I get it. Why? I get it because when I practice it, it works. You can't deny it works. Can you? Is there anyone here yet still in the state of saying, I'm not sure if it works or not? We all know it works. Yes? 100%. That's why you're here. You know it works. We're just practicing more of it. Whenever you're focused upon something that you appreciate, since that current choice of thought is so similar to who you really are as source energy, there's no contradiction in your energy. You are, in your moment of appreciation, offering no resistance to who you are. So your resulting emotional indication is one of love, joy, or the feeling of appreciation. You feel very good. And it feels good to feel good. And when you feel good, all of a sudden, it's like rainbows come out. Haven't you noticed? And then you're thinking, well, yeah, I kind of get it, sort of. But it's not like that way all the time. Well, there's a way for it to be that way all the time. You just got to practice more. But if you criticize someone, or even find fault with yourself, put your hand up if you found fault with yourself yet today. Put your hand up. It's pretty early. Just curious. If you criticize someone or even find fault with yourself, your resulting feeling would not feel good, because the vibration of this thought is criticism is so very different from that of your source. In other words, because you've chosen a thought that doesn't match who you really are, you can in this moment feel the discord of your choice through your emotions. If your grandmother, who adores and appreciates you, tells you how wonderful you are, the reason those words feel good is because they cause you to focus in a way that connects you with who you really are. But if a teacher or an acquaintance chastises you for some action you've offered, you feel bad because you've now been influenced to a thought that doesn't match who you really are. Your emotions let you know in every moment whether you're allowing your connection to who you are or not. When you allow your connection, you thrive. When you do not allow your connection, you do not thrive. End of. So I just have a question for all of you, and I really hope you'll play along with me here. I want to know, at any given moment, do you know if you're feeling good or not? Happy button on, happy button off. Yes or no? You know when your happy button's on and when it's off. You can recognize when it's off. Yes or no? Quite a few yeses. I like it. Hi, Teresitz. I'm not sure if your name is Teresitz or Teresa. Maybe you can let us know in the text chat. Welcome to our morning motivator. That's a lot of yeses. I love it. I love it. Your emotions let you know in every single moment whether you are allowing your connection to who you are or not. When you allow your connection, you thrive. And when you do not, you do not thrive. It's that simple. You must be selfish enough to align with well-being. A lot of you have trouble being selfish. I hear a lot of people who say they don't need much. I don't need much. Well, it's fine. You should at least get what you need. You probably don't have everything you need. Hi, Terry. Great to have you with us. Welcome. Okay, we're reading, just for those who came in late, we're reading Ask and It Is Given, Learning to Manifest Your Desires by Esther and Jerry Hicks, and we are on page 104, down near the bottom. You must be selfish enough to align with well-being. How many of you sometimes feel guilty because you feel good? Just curious. You feel so good you feel guilty because others, they haven't quite figured it out yet, and you're like, oh, poor them, I shouldn't feel so good. Oh. Now, occasionally, someone will accuse us of teaching selfishness, and we agree. Indeed, We do teach selfishness, for if you are not selfish enough to deliberately align with the energy of your source, you have nothing to give anyway. Some worry, if I selfishly achieve what I want, wouldn't I be unfairly taking it from others? But that concern is based on the misconception that there's a limit of available abundance. They worry that if they take too much of the pie, others will be left with nothing. Well, in reality, the pie expands in proportion to the vibrational requests of all of you. Do you get that? Because you have does not mean others can't have. In fact, it's quite the opposite. You never say, I feel guilty about the abundance of good health that I've been living, so I've decided I'll be sick for the next couple of years in order to allow someone who's been sick the opportunity to use my portion of wellness for himself. Wouldn't that be silly? I'll be sick for a while so you can be healthy. For you understand that by your being well, you are in no way depriving another of the experience of wellness. Well, you know what, Lynn? Whatever you feel guilty for, may I suggest that you just get rid of the guilt, period, because it's not that you shouldn't feel guilty because you feel good and they don't. That's their choice, remember. Your choice is to feel good. Wouldn't it be nice if they all felt good? What a wonderful world it would be. There are some who fear that a selfish person may deliberately intend harm to another, but it's not possible for someone who's connected to source energy to wish harm upon another. Those vibrations are not compatible. Do you get that? You can't feel good and hurt another. It's not possible. Some say, I saw a picture of a mass murderer and he looked gleeful. He showed no remorse at all. He said he enjoyed what he did. But you have no way of accurately assessing what he's feeling. You experience your own emotions because of the relationships between your desire and your current state of thought about the subject. But you have no way of accurately feeling his emotions. It's our absolute promise to you that no one connected to source energy could ever cause harm to another. They lash out in their defensiveness or their disconnectedness, but never from their state of connection. You must understand that the ultimate act of selfishness is to connect with self. And when you do that, you are pure, positive energy focused in this physical body. Do you get that? The ultimate act of selfishness is to connect with self. And when you connect with self, the happy buttons are on. When you are connected with self, you feel good. When you are connected with self, you're happy. You're not sad. You're not angry. You're not hurt. If everyone on your planet were connected to their own source energy, there would be no assaults, for there would be no jealousy, insecurity, or uncomfortable feelings of competition. If everyone understood the power of their own being, they would not seek to control others. We all seek to control others, and don't deny it. Each and every one of you at some level seeks to control others. We're all looking to make them all feel better. It's like, hey, we know better. You don't need to feel that way. Any feelings of insecurity and hatred are born from your disconnection with who you are. Your selfish connection with well-being would bring only well-being. Most important, we want you to understand that it's not necessary for everyone else, or anyone else for that matter, to understand what you're learning here in order for you to live a wonderful experience. Do you get that? It's not necessary for anyone else to understand what you're going through for you to have a joyous experience. Once you remember who you are, and once you deliberately reach for thoughts that hold you in vibrational alignment with who you are, your world will also fall into alignment, and well-being will show itself to you in all areas of your life experience. Some of you are seeing that. Some of you are starting to see things in your world change. Yes? The more you attach to that feeling of joy, the more you look for things that feel good, the more you look at the better side of life. Always look on the bright side of life, guys. That is it. That's it. If you're not expecting it, you're not allowing it. Remember, resistance is futile. Remember, each emotion indicates how much energy you're summoning because of your desire, and how much of that summoned energy you're allowing because of the predominant thoughts and beliefs that you are currently hold relative to that desire. If you're feeling a strong emotion, whether positive or negative, that means that your desire is powerfully focused, and you are summoning a great deal of source energy towards your desire. When your strong emotions feel bad, like depression, fear, or anger, that means you're offering resistance to your desire. When your strong emotions feel good, like passion, enthusiasm, expectation, or love, that means you're offering no resistance to your desire. So the source energy that you have summoned through your desire is not being challenged vibrationally by you. And you are currently allowing the unfolding of your desire. So it seems obvious that the perfect creative situation is to really, really want something that you truly believe is possible. And when that combination of desire and belief is present within you, things will quickly and easily unfold in your experience. But when you want something, you do not believe it's possible. When you hold a desire for something that you do not expect, although a strong enough desire can override a weaker belief, it does not unfold easily, for you are not allowing it into your current experience. You got to want it. You got to be happy about it. And you got to believe it's possible to have it. You can't be a doubting Thomas at any level. The feeling of pure desire feels good to you. We're going to make it. Oh, we're going to make it. I believe we're going to make it to the end of this chapter. Yes. The feeling of a pure desire feels good to you. Yeah, it does. Feels really good. When I'm connected to Source, I can feel it. My body tingles. When we're on these calls, I can feel it. My body tingles. I know when I'm in situations that I'm feeling really, really, really good. And I know when I'm in situations that old feelings creep in, feelings that I've had, habit stuff, habitual stuff. And I have to remind myself to be consciously happy. I can't remember the last time I was in a situation where it was somewhere I didn't want to be, and so I should always be in that happy state. And I'd have to say 99% of the time I am. The feeling of a pure desire feels good to you. Unfortunately, many people think that the uncomfortable feeling of wanting something they do not expect to experience is what the feeling of desire is. They no longer recognize the feeling of pure desire as that fresh, eager feeling of expectancy that they knew when they were younger. That Christmas Eve, when you want something more than you've ever wanted anything in your entire life, and you're really hoping that Santa's going to bring that gift. I don't know if you remember those days. Oh, there's just nothing like it. Or even as an older child, just wanting something so bad for Christmas and really hoping somebody got it for you. I remember those. Couldn't sleep at night. The feeling of pure desire is always delicious, as it represents the vibrations that are stretched out before you into your unseen future, preparing the way or pre-paving the way for the law of attraction to match things up on your behalf. The value in recognizing your emotions and then consciously working to offer thoughts in order to deliberately produce better feeling emotions is truly what deliberate creation is. It's also what the art of allowing is all about. Francis, you don't need to accept negativity in any shape or form. However, sometimes people around us are negative. We don't have to feel negative about that. What we need to learn is to not have judgment about others and their journey. And when other people are negative, you need to do what you can. Number one, to separate yourself from the situation if you can. If you can't, You try to change the subject. I gotta tell you, I get it every once in a while. I'll hear this. Oh, there she goes, changing the subject again. And if I'm in a conversation with a group of people and the conversation goes down a negative alley where you can feel the tensions rising in the conversation, I'll change the subject. Midstream, complete flip over. It's hilarious. Why would you want to be over there? Sometimes a person will say, I'm not happy over here where I'm standing. I would much rather be over there. Over there is where my body is not sick. Over there is where I'm not overweight. Over there is where I have more money or a better relationship. And we ask, why would you like to be over there? And often the reply is, because I'm not happy over here where I am standing. And then we explain that it's important to talk about what is believed to be over there and to try to find the feeling place of what's over there. For as long as someone is talking about it and feeling what's over here, it's not possible for them to get over there. If you have been accustomed to thinking and speaking about where you are currently standing, it's not an easy thing to suddenly shift your vibrations and to now begin thinking and feeling something that's very different. In fact, the law of attraction says you do not have to access to thoughts and feelings that are very far from where you've recently been vibrating. But with some effort, you could find other thoughts. With a determination to feel better, you could change the subject and therefore find other thoughts with better feeling vibrations. But vibrational shifting is usually a gradual process. In fact, a continual attempt in defiance of the law of attraction of trying to jump vibrational ranges is a major factor in the feelings of discouragement that eventually cause people to conclude that they really do not have control of their own experience. So two things I really want you to think about today, and that is, number one, this takes practice. We're not perfect. We get it, right? We all get the general concept of what we're talking about here, that if we're in a discussion or we're in an experience that doesn't feel good to us, we need to find something that feels good to us right then, right now. We need to just look around and change where we are, take a breath, do something that changes the way we feel. It's not going to change the situation right away, but if we can change the way we're feeling about the situation will change. That's what we need to practice. We need to stop beating ourselves up and saying, you know, it's just not happening for me. We can't give up. Claudia's dog Sugar makes her feel good. My cat makes me feel good. He's just the sweetest, craziest thing in the world. Even when he does things like this to me. Look at this morning. He bit me. I go to pet him and he, I'm like, really, Spider? Really? I thought you wanted to be pet, silly monkey. Oh, that's awesome, Fran. You'll have to Skype me the article. I'd love to read it, or Facebook it to me. Tomorrow we're going to get into chapter 1. You're only 17 seconds away from 68 seconds to fulfillment. It's probably one of the most important chapters in the book. And then we're going to talk about our emotional scale after that. But right now, it's time to meditate. Above the clouds, the sun is still shining. That's right. Look when you're going on the airplane. I remember the one time we left Hamilton when we were there in July, and it was cloudy and thunderstorms. It was socked right in. And we went above, and there was the sun. It was a beautiful trip home. The sun is always shining above the clouds. Always. In fact, the sun is always shining, and you can always choose to feel better. What shall we meditate to today, my friends? Abraham or Lori? And we have 7 different meditations. So we have 4 Abrahams, 3 Loris. Any preference? Relationships. Robin's needing some relationship help. You know, the most important relationship is the one with yourself. You know that, right? Money. We did money yesterday, Catherine, but more money. Well, we did do money yesterday. It doesn't mean we can't do money again. I'm all about the majority. Anyone else? We got relationships. Oh boy, more money. You guys are, whoa, we got big money. Big money. Big money. Money, money, money. Francis, are you okay with money? Let me explain, Francis. Our Abraham meditations are really quite amazing. And if you can focus on your breathing with the Abraham meditations, you're going to experience everything you need to experience. Simply let that flow, because that's the magic in the letting go. Is learning. The breathing throws you off because it's not normal breathing in, breathing out. It's 3 in, 5 out. 3 in, 5 out. We're going to do some financial well-being. Takes 15 minutes. Just sit back, relax. Let Esther guide you. Let the words flow. Focus on your breathing, and we'll see you back here in 15 minutes. I'll send you there with love.
We are going to stand for a while in your physical shoes and speak words that are of greatest advantage to you. Breathe in, breathe out. We want to help you find the vibrational stance to allow financial abundance to flow into your personal experience. Breathe in, breathe out. The stream of abundance flows generously, and it is right, and it is time for you to receive your share. This will not be difficult for you to do, and it will not take much time, because you are already well along the way. Breathe in, breathe out. There is power in the words that you are hearing, and in time your resistance will subside and your allowing will begin. As your resistance is replaced with allowing, as doubt is replaced with belief, your abundance will become evident. Breathe in, breathe out. Our words will help you to shift your feeling about money from worry or concern to eagerness and fun. Breathe in, breathe out. When that emotional shift occurs, immediate financial manifestations will be the evidence of that shift. Breathe in, breathe out. If we can convince you that the path to financial abundance is simply an emotional path, with each hearing of these words, you will breathe out more resistance, and your feelings will improve. Breathe in, breathe out. Your work is not one of action. There are no courses to complete. There are no requirements for you to meet. just a comfortable and gradual rediscovery of your natural state of relief and of ease and of well-being. Breathe in. Breathe out. You are never deprived when someone else gains, because abundance expands proportionately to match desires. Breathe in. Breathe out. When the success of another makes your heart sing, your resistance is gone and your own success soars. Breathe in. Breathe out. The fastest way to get to an improved financial condition is to look for pleasing things that you already have. For in the seeking and finding of that which is working, more success will come, and it will come quickly. Breathe in. Breathe out. While your life will continue to call more abundance to you, the majority of that work is already done. And now, with far less effort than you have been believing, your financial condition is about to improve. Breathe in. Breathe out. Financial abundance does not occur in one's life because of hard work, or good luck, or favoritism. Financial abundance is simply the universe's response to consistent thoughts and feelings of abundance. Breathe in. Breathe out. When you are able to accomplish the feeling of abundance before the evidence has shown itself to you, the evidence must come and will continue to come as long as you maintain the feeling of abundance. Breathe in. Breathe out. Anytime you are feeling good, no matter the reason, you are accomplishing the feeling of abundance. Breathe in. Breathe out. In your absence of resistance, everything that you have asked for is making its way right to you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Each time you focus upon these words, your resistance becomes smaller and your allowance becomes greater. With each passing day, your vibrational point of attraction will change until there will be an obvious tipping point. Breathe in. Breathe out. For a while, the only evidence of your financial progress will be your improved emotional state of being. And if you will let that be enough, taking no score of financial progress, the financial improvement will show up. Breathe in. Breathe out. We are so pleased to have this opportunity to express to you our appreciation for all that you are. We want to let you know that it is our absolute promise to you that the abundance you seek is coming. Breathe in. Breathe out. You are doing extremely well. Abundance is flowing to you. Relax and enjoy the unfolding. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel appreciation for what is and eagerness for what is coming. There is great love here for you. Breathe in. For the next few minutes, letting the music guide you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out.
Yum, yum. That's all I can say. Learn to love everything. It's the secret to a happy life. Yes? Would you guys agree with my statement there? Learn to love everything. It's the secret to a happy life. Learn to love everything. It's the secret to a happy life. Oh, yeah. Here's today's affirmation for you guys. Someone in the chat, Frances, I believe it was Frances that had her own affirmation today. Let me go and see if I can find that. It was a good one. I'm going to read it out loud. Here it is. This is going to be a wonderful day. I'm meeting new friends, and together we are enhancing each other's lives. This is making each day worth embracing. What an awesome affirmation. I love that. Thank you, Frances. Here's the affirmation from my Louise Hay book, A Garden of Thoughts. That's if you're wondering where our affirmations come from. In my mind, I have total freedom. I now move into a new space in consciousness where I'm willing to see myself differently. I am willing to create new thoughts about myself and about my life. I am willing to create new thoughts about myself and about my life. I can go from here to there starting right now. I just have to change the direction on my map. I just have to reprogram on the GPS. Yes? At any moment in time, you can stop and say, whoa, time to reprogram the GPS. We got off track. It's okay. We get off track. Decide to grow. Only by much searching and mining are gold and diamonds obtained, and a person can find every truth connected with his being if he will dig deep into the mine of his soul. And finding that that depth isn't as deep as we're all making it. I am truly finding that we're making too much of all this, that we're making it very hard, that we're not embracing the idea that it really is as simple as just deciding that I'm not going to let anything bother me. In fact, I'm going to make it my goal in life to feel good about anything that I'm experiencing. I'm going to plan my day. I'm going to think about my future in a joyous way. I'm going to enjoy what's coming. Dawn and I have a lot to be looking forward to. We're going to be moving to BC next year. We're going to be living right on the ocean. Something I've almost done, but not quite. And it's going to be an extremely different life to what we're living right now. And yet, I have a feeling it's going to be, I mean, I can feel, just when I think about it, I just get those tears in my eyes. I want to cry because it's just, the feeling is so amazing. It's the only thing that's keeping me going there. Because there's a lot of things I could focus on that I'm leaving behind, and I could get really sad about it. And I could focus on that, and I could be really sad. Because I could miss my daughters, I could miss my grandchildren, I could miss being here, I could miss everything. I could be talking about that, and that's all I could think about, and get really, really sad. And what kind of day would I have? Instead, I'm looking forward to the life we're going to be living there, because it's one I know that we both want to experience. We both don't want to leave anything we have here behind. So we're just going to give it a try for a year. That's what we're committing to, is a year. And during that year, we're going to make the most of the area and discover if this is where we'd like to settle. Because the truth of the matter is, all of our children will come and visit us often. They love an excuse to come out to the coast, I can tell you that. So, and it's not that far to Calgary. It's only an hour flight. So, you know, it doesn't need to be a forever move. And it can be the best experience or the worst experience, right? And yes, you can come visit anytime. We have lots of room. That's the beauty of this. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to having some intimate retreats going on because there's 2 cabins there. My ideas are just flowing. I mean, it's just going to be something different, and I'm pretty excited about it. Well, if you guys are okay with it, I'm going to excuse our class a bit early today so that I can go and get ready for our grandson who's coming. I get to spend the day with little Bennett. I got to tell you, he's just a true joy to be around. I don't know. I will absolutely miss him. However, I'm really looking forward to going to see Zadie in a couple weeks. Claudia, need to talk to you about that. Bob and I are going to be away for a couple weeks, so I'm hoping I can count on you and Steve to moderate the calls here and have some fun. I think it would be awesome for you, Claudia. I think you could have a pretty awesome time here. I've got some ideas about that. But anyway, today is a great day. The sun is trying really hard to shine out there. It's very smoky here in Calgary. We have you can really visibly see it today. It was visible yesterday. Today there seems to be more of it. It's really out there that you look up and that's all you see is smoke in the air. You look across the street and you can see smoke in the air. It's nasty. It's also nasty for my lungs, although I seem to be doing okay today. You gotta love Abraham, gotta love meditating, gotta love thinking what we think, because yesterday I was struggling with my breathing and today I'm fine. So I've managed to, thoughts are things. What can I say? I love the universe, don't you? In my mind, I have total freedom. I move now into a new space in consciousness where I'm willing to see myself differently. I'm willing to create new thoughts about myself and about my life. Talk a different story, speak a different thought. It's all there. I love you guys. Thank you for letting me wrap this up early. I'm going to bring up a video. Like I said, I'm limited on my videos here. I got to get that fixed. I will talk to GVO. So I think we'll, pardon me. I think we'll listen to the rain because it's one of my favorite and the words are with it so we can sing along. I do love it. So enjoy. We'll see you guys here tomorrow morning. Remember, spread the word. We're looking forward to spreading the word here at Morning Motivator, getting more like-minded people to really apply these strategies, to play these games, to think different thoughts, to feel better. At the end of the day, if you feel better, well, I feel better because that's what it's all about. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Have an amazing day. Bye for now.